Hey, what's going on? Pete Francis for Blues Rock Review. In this video, we're talking the state of blues rock. And I thought this would make for a really interesting video because depending on who you ask, whether the state of blues rock is good in 2017, you're going to get a lot of different answers. And I think first off, a lot of people would say blues rock is not in a good state because, well, it's not played on the radio, which is true. And obviously, that's a bit of a problem as far as getting music out to people and bringing in new people to the genre. But if you ask me, just in terms of quality of music, I would say blues rock is in a very healthy state globally. Take 2016, for example. Every single year, Blues Rock Review puts out the top 20 albums of the year. And in my opinion, I would say 2016 was probably, from top to bottom, the strongest year Blues Rock Review has ever had in terms of blues rock releases. And this is going on 6 years. So with that said, I think the genre is very healthy at this moment. But the problem is people just don't hear the music because, like we said, it's not on the radio, it's not in the mainstream. And I'll give you an example of someone who loves blues rock but doesn't even know where to look in terms of finding new music. I was at a show a couple years ago and I'm talking to this guy, and obviously it's a blues rock show and he likes this type of music. So we're having a conversation and I'm asking him, who are some modern artists that you like? And he goes, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Well, Stevie Ray Vaughan is awesome, but obviously he's not putting out music anymore. His death was over 20 years ago. And so there's a lot of people out there like that who basically, it's like Stevie Ray Vaughan is like the end point. So I'm like, who are some more modern artists that you like? And then he thinks about it for a minute and he says Joe Bonamassa. And then he goes Johnny Lang, Kenny Wayne Shepherd. And Johnny Lang and Kenny Wayne Shepherd are still putting out really cool albums. But their music today isn't getting the play that it got 20 years ago when they had their hits on the radio. But as far as modern music, that's what he knows is Johnny Lang, Kenny Wayne Shepherd when they were on the radio 20 years ago. But he doesn't know about so many other artists. And I think that's the biggest problem. There's so many people out there that like this music, that like blues rock, but at the end of the day, they don't know where to look for it. Now, if you're watching this video, you're probably a very engaged listener who's actively seeking new music if you're checking out Blues Rock Review. I think in order for the genre to grow, though, we need more people to come into the genre. And the biggest question is, how do we get more people to come in? Because like I said, this guy is a perfect example of someone who really, really likes blues rock, but he doesn't know where to find it. And obviously that's why Blues Rock Review was created, to get this music out to more people. But what else can be done to get in front of more people? I mean, some things we're doing right now at Blues Rock Review, we have our Artists Similar To series, where we take a prominent blues rock artist and we make recommendations for artists similar to that artist. So for instance, we've done Joe Bonamassa, artists similar to the Black Keys, really well-known artists. We've done artists similar to John Mayer. And the idea behind that, and we put these videos on YouTube so they're searchable, is fans of these artists will watch these videos and then discover artists that they hadn't discovered otherwise. But what other ways can the genre grow? That's what I want to hear from you guys. So please leave us a comment down in the comments section below. And we really want to start a discussion as to how can we really grow the genre. Because right now, in terms of media exposure, blues rock is very limited because it's not on the radio, it's not in the mainstream, and there's just not a lot of outlets out there. Blues Rock Review was created because there was no place to find information on a lot of this music. When the website was first created, I was getting into a lot of these artists, but the problem was there was just absolutely no information anywhere on the internet. And I think things are slowly but surely kind of changing. And I think the genre is growing and it's very global. It's very tight-knit. And while the audience for blues rock is very spread, I do feel it's very tight-knit and a close-knit group. But again, in order for the genre to continue to grow, there's got to be other ways to bring people in. And that's the biggest issue right now, is bringing more people into the genre. What do you think can be done to bring more people into the genre? And how do you feel about the current state of blues rock? Like I said, I think it's good in terms of the quality of music, but obviously there are improvements to be made in just getting the music out to people. So please leave a comment down in the comments section below. We'd love to hear from you. As always, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and thanks for watching.